Chad Wilson, All Eyes DB Camp. All right, I wanted to talk to you guys today about 3 big mistakes I see guys making in their back pedal. All right, the idea of your back pedal is to try and keep your depth over the receiver as he's coming towards you. But many guys put themselves in the jackpot and lose that cushion really early because of how this starts. So I'm going to talk about the 3 big mistakes I see in guys starting off in their back pedal and how we can fix them on DB Tip Clips. All right, the number 1 mistake that I see guys make, especially new DBs, I don't know where you guys get this from, maybe it's just, I don't know, you're trying to look sweet or whatever the case may be, is getting in your stance ready to pedal with your feet super wide, okay? Your feet shouldn't be outside of your hips or your shoulders when you're getting ready to back pedal, okay? You don't want them wide like this because the only thing that's going to happen is this foot is going to have to come back over here as you go out in your back pedal. You're not going to line up like this and keep your feet this wide. So it really doesn't make any sense for you to start with this foot out wide if you're going to have to take it and put it behind you anyway. While you're doing that, the receiver gets 1 or 2 steps on you, he closes your cushion, and now you're not going to be able to stay in that back pedal very long. You're going to end up turning sideways, and that's ultimately what the receiver wants. He wants to get your shoulders turned as fast as possible. So big mistake is having our feet wide. Let's get our feet in closer right here. You kind of want them shoulder width apart, maybe even a little smaller than that, because our feet are going to land underneath our hips. So let's fix that. Second biggest mistake that I see guys make is replacing the front foot with the back foot. So all right, you got yourself a good stance, it looks good, but you betray yourself and you get your cushion closed quick, because when you start in your back pedal, you take this back foot, you put it up here, replace the front foot, and then you go out. What happens is you're not actually gaining any ground. The receiver is gaining ground, the ball is snapped, he's going to get 1, probably 2 steps on you while you're just moving in space. So if we look at it from the side, all right, and then I've got to take off in my back pedal. If I take this back foot and replace the front foot, watch how my body doesn't really go anywhere. Right? I haven't gone anywhere. Now my feet moved, I might feel like I've done something, but while I'm sitting here in space, pushing out, that guy has gained 2 steps on me. Not only has he gained 2 steps, he's already got some speed going and I haven't moved. So he's gonna close my cushion rather quickly, he's gonna get me turned, and now he'll play around in my blind spot or attack my blind spot, and more than likely he's gonna be able to complete that pass. So we don't want to be replacing the front foot with the back foot because we're not going anywhere. The final big mistake that I see guys make when they're starting off in their back pedal is rolling over the back foot, all right? Now this is the trickiest one because you feel like you're going somewhere, you feel like everything's all right, and when I've had to stop guys to tell them about it, at first they don't understand. They think, oh, well, what's this guy talking about? I moved, what is he talking about? Well, here's what I see happening. You have your front foot, you have your back foot, and the receiver takes off and the guy rolls over the back foot. All right, he really hasn't gone anywhere. This back foot has stayed planted. As long as this back foot is planted, your torso is not going anywhere. So you feel like you've moved because a foot moved, all right? So your foot did this, but you haven't gone anywhere, all right? 9 times out of 10, too, it throws you off balance. So let's take a look at it from the side so you can see what I'm talking about. This back foot is here. I'm gonna roll over that back foot, but pay attention to my torso and ask yourself, did it really go anywhere when I do that? Said go. Not really, slightest. It was a real slight move of the upper body, and that guy, again, is coming off. He's gonna get a step or 2 on me, plus he's got his speed going. He's gonna chew up my cushion fast and in a hurry. Now he's gonna have his way with me because I'm gonna have to open rather quickly. And I'm not even gonna be able to weave. If that guy stems inside or outside and I roll over the back foot, I'm not gonna be able to weave with him. So I'm gonna have to open. If he goes inside, I'm gonna have to run sideways. Now my angles are all messed up. If we're going to do this right, I'm going to show you how you need to take off in your back pedal right now. Now that we've identified these 3 big mistakes, all right, where we don't want to have the wide stance, we want to get it in here, all right? We don't want to replace the front foot by doing that, and we don't want to roll over the back foot, okay? Those are the 3 things we don't want to do. Now that we know what not to do, let me show you guys what to do. When you're taking off the right way in your back pedal and you want to keep your cushion over that wide receiver, there's really only one way for us to do this. We've got the nice narrow stance. What we're going to do is push off the front foot, reach with the back, and it doesn't have to be anything major. It's nice and smooth. I keep my weight over my toes and it just looks like this. Now, do you see how my torso moved back? But my weight is over my toes. I'm moving right now. Receiver takes his first step. I reach with the front. I push off the front, reach with the back. I'm gaining ground right now, so I'm able to maintain my cushion over that wide receiver longer. What I'm trying to do, if I'm doing this right, is I'm in my back pedal when that quarterback reaches the top of his drop. So if he takes a 5-step drop and he takes a hitch step and he's ready to throw and I'm still square, that's bad news for the quarterback and the receiver. There's a good chance I'm going to be able to get a good break on that ball, whether it's to go right or to go left, because I'm squared. If I'm closed off, a little more effort for me to get here. Plus, breaking that way is not going to be as cool as I think it's going to be. I want to stay square as long as possible, and the best way for me to do that is have a good takeoff. Narrow base, push off the front, reach with the back, and now I'm out of there, weight over my toes, staying over the top of the route and keeping my cushion. That's how you start off in your back pedal, so you can stay over the top of the wide receiver and make those plays and grab those INTs. All right, guys, if you want to be a really good off-man player or you want to be really good in zone when you're playing off, pay attention to those 3 things. Which one of those do you do? If you're doing any one of those 3, you want to eliminate it right now, and you want to do it exactly the way that I showed you. That's how you want to take off in your back pedal. All right. Hey, before I go, guys, I've got some great resources for you. Of course, there's my book, 101 DB Tips. I'll have a link to it in the description down below. Everything you want to know, from training, how to watch film, how to play safety, corner, nickel back, how to watch film, just about everything that you need is in there. Also, if you're really trying to raise your level of play, you want to join me in the All Eyes DB Camp members area. Videos explaining coverages, technique analysis, breakdowns. I do lives in there, and we talk about everything from coverages to technique to tips and all that good stuff. Your real superpower is having 101 DB tips plus that members area. You can't go wrong. You will raise your play and grab those INTs. Check those out. Finally, if you like this video, give it a like and a share, and go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next great video like this one. That's it for me. As always, All Eyes DB Camp. Consistency breeds results.